So this is a 500 horsepower Genesis Coupe. Somebody actually took the Genesis Coupe and, in my opinion, did all the right things. Most of the time when you see these cars, they're bolt-ons or just little things here and there, a blow-off valve, whatever. Or you have the 3.8 model, which a lot of people probably assumed when they clicked on this video that it was going to be a turbocharged 3.8. No, this is actually the 2.0 model, and the 2.0 is actually a relative of, I guess you could say, the Mitsubishi Ralliart engine. It's not exactly the same, but it shares a lot of the same geometry. Just think of it that way, and it's a lot easier to kind of fathom of how this can make so much power. Now, this was done completely right. I mean, completely right. It's got Manley rods, Manley pistons. It's a sleeved engine, sleeve block. So reliability there. E85, a precision 6262 big turbo, and a custom intake manifold. Now this car could not have been finished without the help of Travis from New Finish Performance. I just want to give a big shout out to him because it was built very well. This car is very smooth to drive. When Hyundai came out with this car, I think they expected more people to do stuff like this. Modify it like crazy and make it dumb fast. This car makes 520 wheel horsepower. 520, and I'm on the low boost setting right now, which makes like 411, which is still great, but 520 at a flip of a switch, that's all you have to do. Thanks, Sam from Off the Line, for making this super easy to understand. So the transmission is actually factory, but it has upgraded bushings and stuff like that in the shifter, so that's probably how this transmission was able to handle all of this. And it's got Cusco rear diff, so we are good with that. Limited slip differential. Don't have to worry about anything that's sketchy in that aspect either. But you can buy these for dirt cheap, and apparently it shoots fire. We also have this really cool double-decker gauge setup. The top is Apple CarPlay. It has all their gauges. They also have their AFR and everything integrated into the dashboard on the passenger side, which is something I've never seen before. And when the Genesis Coupe came out, I was kind of critical of the interior. I thought it was missing something. This silver plastic just didn't do it for me. I thought the gauges looked kind of cheap, but they have really cleaned it up with the Pioneer setup and the double decker. It's a lot more livable. I think this is a 2010, so I can't believe the Genesis Coupe's been out this long. Car is also boost by gear, which is super nice. So we're gonna get traction. We have a nice wheel and tire setup, RPF ones, also Brembo brakes all the way around, and they're powder coated the color. Whoa, oh my God, and that was low boost. Dude, this thing sounds gnarly. Very, very easy to control too. It was not bad. I was expecting this, but the boost by gear really, really helps. Okay, so that was low boost. High boost. I got a feeling for it already. All right, higher boost. What is this thing? Here's how I can describe it. It checks a lot of boxes. It makes a real nice turbo sound from the 6262 Precision. It has a pretty smooth power band, but I got a little bit of crab walking, so I had to put a little bit of inputs in, and that was a third gear roll-on. I'm really excited for like the second gear roll-on. That's what I want. And as I started from a 60 in third, you're already at very high RPMs. Like, you're not like all the way down at 3,000 or 4,000. You're all the way up at like 5 to 6 already. Oh no! Traction control just kicked on. It is a little laggy, but that's because we're dealing with a 2-liter. You got a big precision 6262, so you do have to wait for the power to come on. So it's a very dramatic experience. If you're looking for drama, it definitely checks the drama box for sure. I think I did it. Won't know until I see the GoPro footage though. I did the thing! Here, let's do it again. Ooh!
Do the bang bang!
Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I never thought about the 2.0 Genesis being a real platform, like a real platform, and I'm impressed. There is some potential here. There really is, and I'm really proud that they did everything right. Like, they checked the box of the interior, they checked the box of the motor, they put a better turbo on it, they put a better intake manifold on it. They made sure to do it right, a limited slip differential. And when I do that 3rd gear roll on, I am all over the road sometimes. It is like going like this. I know that's a common thing with my videos, but this one especially, like the chassis is like, wait a minute, who are you? Like, it literally is like, this isn't supposed to happen. The chassis is just like, no, make it stop. It's got a Tomei exhaust all the way from the front to the back, and honestly, it sounds really nice. I really thought that this thing was gonna be really raspy, to be honest with you, but obviously with the turbocharger kind of creates this buffer that quiets it down and removes some of that rasp. When you have a big precision or something like that, it usually takes away that all-motor rasp that a 4-cylinder has, like a K-series or a B-series, something along those lines. And you can definitely tell there's some, like, not Evo, but there's some like Mitsubishi in it for sure. It's like if you took the Rally Art, made it a 2-door, put a big turbo on it, and then made it rear-wheel drive, which makes it sound like it's not even the same car whatsoever, but that's like a good way I can put it. The fact that not only is it working, but it's working extremely well, I'm very impressed. The Genesis Coupe never truly impressed me. I was like, oh yeah, you could get that car. You know, it's like, it's not gonna hurt. I see, with the 3.8, I always was like, go buy 370Z. Like, that was just my opinion. Like, if you really wanted that feeling of car, just go buy 370Z, because the VQ motor feels a lot like the V6 that's in this, but it had a little bit nicer interior. And this is 6th gear, just a little bit of a low frequency, but nothing that would make you annoyed that you built this car, you know what I mean? I freaked out, I saw a Charger and I was like, ugh. My first pull with that like 400 horsepower, it was fun, but it's that extra 100 wheel fixed a lot of things. 500 on the street is just such a joy. It really is. And a lot of platforms, especially 4-cylinder platforms, once you break that 500, 550 mark, it's like stop. If you drive like a 550 horsepower Subaru or something, it feels awesome. Same with Evos. Fun fact, this has a GTR R35 wing on it, and it somehow looks good. And also, I really dig the carbon all the way around. Car sits pretty, it looks pretty. It does all the things. Des Moines roads! Why are you doing this? Blow-up valve sounds cool though. I look in my rear view mirror and it's a GTR wing on a Genesis, and it somehow works aesthetically. I don't know how. The 4th gear, what I'm running into is I don't want to slam the transmission because it's not my car. A lot of people ask why I shift slow in some cars. 1, you're learning the power band. 2, it's not your car. Let's not risk breaking the transmission. unless the owner's like, just go for it. With a big turbo on a 2-liter, you do have to worry about engine load, and a lot of the times you need to let off early if the car is just like, yo, this is too much. Like when you floor it into 4th gear and you don't shift into the next gear fast enough, you'll get this horrible lag, right? And that's when you're like, not that great. It's like aggressive and adorable at the same time. Aside from the turbo lag you experience sometimes, it really does feel like the 2-liter, just faster. I think that's a no-brainer, but a lot of the times when you build a motor and when you put a big turbo on it, it changes the complete character of a drivetrain or a car. And this literally does feel like the 2-liter that's factory, but just way faster. And I think that's interesting. I think it's an interesting kind of case study when it comes to tuning and everything else. I don't feel like I'm in danger driving this car because it was built so well. I don't feel like it's missing something. I don't feel like that it's built sketch, if that makes sense. Okay, with my newfound appreciation for the 2-liter Genesis Coupe, what do you guys think about the Genesis Coupe? Let me know in the comment section below. Would you ever build something like this, or do you just appreciate it and you're just like, yeah, I wouldn't build one, but it is pretty cool. It's a fun car. It really is. I was pretty surprised at that for the money and per dollar and everything, and at the same time a very presentable engine bay, and the car looks pretty clean. The carbon side skirts, everything comes together. The R35 wing, you also have the headlights and the taillights that look good. Just everything aesthetically just really worked out for this car. Also, if you guys are interested in supporting my videos, I have a detail brand called Patterson Car Care. It's an all original formula made here in the US, and it really helps me out. And at the same time, it's easy to use, and it makes washing your car feel like it's cheating. Like even our Brake Test Pro, you can wash your wheels in just under a minute. So thank you guys so much for the support. Huge thanks to the guys over at Off the Line for organizing this review today. And let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. I upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And I will see you guys next time, and take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.